Mr. Jeffrey Sweet is the Community and Outreach Coordinator with the Boeing Company. Boeing has been a long-time sponsor for the Missouri Teacher of the Year program. If you would, please join me in welcoming Mr. Sweet.
Good evening. So my name is Jeff Sweet, and I do manage Boeing's charitable giving for Missouri. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to celebrate Missouri's Teacher of the Year for the 2015-2016 school year with you this evening. So I was told earlier this evening that Boeing has been a sponsor of Missouri's Teacher of the Year program for quite some time. I was told around 20 years, and that surprised me. But when you think about it, being part of Missouri's Teacher of the Year program really makes good sense. And so let me try to explain. So worldwide, Boeing employs about 160,000 employees. Closer to home, here in Missouri, we have approximately 15,000 employees. Every position at the Boeing Company, literally every one, requires that the individual employed benefit from a great education. So in St. Louis, it's the headquarters of Boeing's Defense, Space, and Security Division. And all new employees must possess the aptitude and skills that can only be obtained through a world-class education. For example, the men and women that actually build the airplane, we view them as craftsmen. And in order to perform this critical role, all new hires must first complete a very rigorous course at the St. Louis Community College before being hired. In addition, we require individuals to perform a lot of different support functions: lawyers, negotiators, communication specialists, and even people like myself that manage charitable giving. And so every one of these positions requires at least a bachelor's degree, and many require some type of a specialized advanced degree. And finally, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the backbone of Missouri's workforce here in Missouri, and that is the skilled engineers that develop, design, and test the airplanes that fly us around the world, the satellites that allow us to communicate, and the defense systems that keep our nation safe. Indeed, everyone at the Boeing Company has one thing in common, and each has benefited from a great education. So, how does one obtain a great education? It all starts with a great teacher. And we have 6 of Missouri's best teachers with us here this evening. Melissa Nussbaum, who teaches 7th grade at Truman Middle School and is developing the future engineers who may someday work at the Boeing Company. But we know that a good engineer will never be a great engineer without creativity. The type of creativity that Amy Krinke, who teaches music at Lee Summit West High School, and Michael Dragoni, who teaches visual arts at Butter Elementary School, instill in their students every day. Now, I've been at the Boeing Company for about 20 years, and from time to time, I find I need extra help. I don't have all the answers every day. None of us do. And to make my way, I need extra help sometimes to get through a tough situation, and this is exactly the type of support that Kimberly Daly provides as a special education teacher at Lindbergh High School. And so finally, I think we would all agree, though, that success in our careers today requires that our education begin at the very earliest of years, and that's exactly what Eula Kotetz does as an early learning specialist at Willowbrook Elementary. So this brings us now to Linda Gasgo, our Missouri Teacher of the Year, who teaches 3rd grade at John Nolan Elementary. So imagine yourself being a 3rd grader, you're 8 or 9 years old. By this time, you figured out there are things you do really well, but there are other things at which you struggle. It's an age at which you're learning, it's an age where much learning is going on, and you're influenced by many, many different types of things. So, what type of 3rd grade teacher do you want? Perhaps a teacher that's considered an expert in her field, someone who has decades of experience and serves as a mentor to other teachers. A teacher who actually teaches at university students how to be a great teacher. Maybe you would want somebody who understands that learning occurs outside of the classroom as much as it does during the school day. Perhaps a teacher that will help provide tutoring and extra assistance to her assistants even when the school day is long over. How about somebody that understands parents are teachers too? A teacher that provides parents with guidance on what they can do to help their child succeed at school. Maybe you'd want a teacher that recognizes that really learning never ever stops, even after graduation. A teacher that continues to learn and refine her skills, even though she knows, as well as everyone else, she's already a master teacher. Linda embodies all of this and so much more. During Linda's interview for Teacher of the Year, we asked her, how would you know if you succeeded at the interview? And she stated very simply, well, I would know I succeeded as if, after we're done, you would want me to teach your child the third grade. And so indeed, Linda did succeed, not just at the interview for Teacher of the Year, but more importantly, as a best-in-class veteran elementary teacher. We should all be so lucky to have a teacher like Ms. Gasgo at some time during our life. So, this brings me to my conclusion. Boeing and other employers across the state owe the world-class teachers that are with us today our gratitude and thanks. So as I close, please join me in showing just how much we appreciate Linda Glasgow and the other Teacher of the Year finalists for their service and dedication to the state of Missouri. Thank you.
Missouri is fortunate to actually have two sponsors for our Teacher of the Year program. If you would at this time help me welcome Michelle Insko from the Monsanto Fund.
Lots to celebrate tonight. It's so fun to be at an event where we're actually celebrating something important, something that touches every single one of us. So thank you so much to the entire group, the entire committee that put this event together, and congratulations to all of our finalists. As Jeff said, it was such a pleasure to meet Melissa, Kimberly, Amy, Michael, Yulia, and Linda. These are amazing teachers, and we are so lucky to have them teaching in our Missouri schools. My name is Michelle Insko, and I'm responsible for all of the U.S. giving programs for the Monsanto Fund. The Monsanto Fund is the philanthropic arm of Monsanto Company. And it is an honor and it is a privilege to be back with you again this year to celebrate these teachers. So earlier this week, I was at a meeting, and it was a meeting of a lot of high-level companies that are based in St. Louis. And there were CEOs there, there were senior vice presidents, everybody was going around and introducing themselves. And this young man next to me introduced himself and he said, "My name is Michael, I'm just a teacher." And I just stopped and I looked at him and I said, "You sat down next to the wrong person." Poor Michael. I was like his mother by the end. I said, "Michael, you have the most important job in this entire room." He's like, that's the CEO over there. Do you know who that is? I said, "Michael, you're a teacher. You are teaching the next CEOs. You are teaching the next senior vice presidents. So I do not ever, again, want to hear you introduce yourself as just a teacher." I think he regretted sitting next to me. But we've been talking since then, and Monsanto has a really long history of supporting teachers. We are passionate about the importance of education, and we advocate and provide assistance to our school districts, and we have been doing this over the last 50 years. Over the past 10 years, we've given over $80 million to support education across the United States. It's a lot. But we do this because we believe that those contributions can improve both the next generation and that can improve the teachers that are shaping and engaging these young minds. We don't want to just improve the kids. We want to improve the teachers. We want the teachers to be learning new things every day, and that's what our Teacher of the Year finalist candidates had in common to me. They were constantly trying to learn. One of the things that really struck me during the interviews this year is we had multiple teachers say, "You know what? it does not matter what happens after this, because going through this experience and the self-reflection and the answering of these questions has already helped me to be a better teacher. Just thinking about all of those things that I've learned and that I've done over the years. Multiple teachers of our finalists said that to us, and that really struck me. That's pretty amazing, that just taking the time to sit down and reflect on what type of teacher you are and what's important to you, what a great impact that can have on you, and they all said that they felt like that alone made them a better teacher. That's pretty great. So our priority, as Jeff talked about, is providing education for not just the next generation of students overall, but also the next generation of people who work in the agriculture industry. Monsanto is an agriculture company. So a lot of what we focus on is STEM education, but we need our teachers to not just learn about science, technology, engineering, and math. We need them to learn that A. Now, the A, I'm sure to Jeff, as he mentioned earlier, would be arts. But in my world, I give away $2.3 million in grants to improve math and science education in rural school districts. So in our world, A is twofold. A is arts and A is agriculture. So we talk about STEAM education all the time, but you know, there are over 25,000 jobs that go unfilled every single year in agriculture because there's no one to fill them. There's no one that is qualified to fill them. So our focus and the reason we give so much and we support education in so many different ways is because we need to feed this growing population, and we need to feed all of these people, the growing middle class, and we need people to work. So all of you teachers out there, one of the things that we are committed to is partnering with you, same as Jeff. Jeff and I give to a lot of the same organizations in St. Louis, and one of the things we talk about all the time is we want to help our teachers understand what we need these students to learn. What do we need? The jobs that these kids are going to have in future don't even exist today. So how do we help you? So we are here. I'm sure Jeff would say the same thing. We are interested in your feedback. If there are ways that we can help, teachers are not good at asking for help for themselves, but we know you're good at asking for it for your students. So please give us feedback and tell us what you need. We have a lot of grant programs where we provide a lot of funding to school districts in the state of Missouri. We are here to help. That's what we are wanting to do. So teachers, thank you. Thank you for educating our children, and thank you for doing so passionately. You are making a difference in so many lives, and it's a pretty great thing to be able to go to work every day and to know that you have made a positive impact on someone's life. So congratulations to Linda, congratulations to all of our finalists, and thank you all for being here to celebrate with them. I know they don't like to be the center of attention very often, but too bad. All of you deserve it, you earn it, you earned it. Families and friends, thank you for celebrating with all of our finalists, and thank you for being here.
We'd like to also recognize this evening's Smart Technologies. Mark White was scheduled to be here with us, but he stood us up for something called the flu. I know, isn't that awful? So I'm playing Mark White for just a minute here. Hi, I'm Mark White. I'm pleased to present on behalf of Smart Technologies. SMART would like to congratulate Missouri's most outstanding educators. On behalf of Smart Technologies, I'm very proud to present a Teaching Excellence Award to this year's Teacher of the Year and state finalists. The Teaching Excellence Award program is an initiative that sponsors teacher recognition programs through the donation of educational technology products. Through this nationwide program, SMART hopes to reward inspirational teachers and ensure that the best classroom technologies are made available to both them and their students. To that end, I'm delighted to present to each of the 2016 Missouri State finalists a SMART technology software package consisting of one-year subscriptions for both SMART notebook classroom software and a SMART AMP software. And to the 2016 Missouri Teacher of the Year, a SMART technology classroom package consisting of a SMART CAP, and 3-year subscription for both SMART notebook classroom software and SMART AMP software. You can tell I'm not Mark, right? The SMART CAP will enrich your small group collaborations, impromptu class discussions with the ability to digitally share outcomes and class notes in real time. Smart Notebook enables teachers to create, deliver, and manage engaging, high-impact, interactive lessons for whole class instruction and small group collaboration. With over 6.5 million downloads, we're confident it's the ideal lesson creation and delivery software for all K-12 classrooms. Smart AMP is an all-in-one, cloud-based learning platform that enables co-creation and fosters student collaboration on student devices while providing teachers with real-time insight into student learning and contribution. In addition, Smart Technologies will host the State Teacher of the Year at 2 product training events held in conjunction with the 2016 National Teacher of the Year Awards, where they will have the opportunity to learn how to use these classroom resources effectively and to share their ideas with other outstanding educators. We hope that these gifts will help each of these outstanding educators continue to create the best learning experiences for their students. I will close on behalf of Mark by reminding each of the teachers that have been honored today that the celebration of your achievements do not end today. Instead, it carries on for days, years, even lifetimes for the students who have gained knowledge, guidance, self-confidence, and inspiration from your gift of teaching. My warmest congratulations to each of you, and thank you for the tremendous responsibility you undertake every day. So Mark, wherever you are, thank you very much.